Okay, so have you ever like thought about, like bitching the drugstore
Oh, yeah.
and just heading out to your backyard for medicine?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds crazy, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the whole idea behind this book we're diving into today, Forgotten Home Apothecary
Okay.
by Dr. Nicole Apelian.
Yeah, I've heard of her.
And she's not just like, any doctor.
Yeah.
She's a wilderness expert too.
Oh, wow.
Like she was on that History Channel show Alone, where they just drop people off
Oh, yeah, yeah.
in the wilderness and see how long they can survive. She used a lot of these techniques
Right.
to survive.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And so the book's like packed with 250 different natural remedies.
Okay.
And it's all about like building your own home apothecary.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
So, like, practical.
Yeah, exactly. It's like super practical. It's not just like a list of, like plants and stuff.
Right.
It's like step-by-step instructions.
Oh, nice.
How to like measure stuff safely and everything.
Okay.
There are even color photos, so you know what you're looking for.
That's important. Yeah, you don't want to be mixing up plants out there.
Yeah, exactly. You don't end up, accidentally poisoning yourself.
Right, right.
Trying to heal yourself.
Exact.
But what I thought was really cool is that she doesn't just tell you, like, what to do.
Okay.
She, like, explains why things work the way they do.
Oh, interesting.
Like, there's this rosemary-based memory elixir,
Okay.
which is supposed to help with, like, cognitive function and memory and all that.
Uh-huh.
And she talks about how rosemary's been used for, like, centuries
Wow.
for that kind of stuff.
Interesting.
Some people even say that, like, ancient Greek scholars used to, like, wear rosemary wreaths
Oh, wow.
to help them study and remember stuff for their exams.
I wonder if it worked.
I don't know about the wreaths,
Yeah.
but she says that users have found the elixir to be, like, pretty effective.
Okay.
And, like, apparently rosemary has these compounds in it
Mm-hmm.
that can, like, boost blood flow to the brain, which would make sense.
Yeah.
Like, why
Yeah.
it would help with cognitive function.
Right, right. That makes sense.
So, maybe it's not just like an old wives' tale.
Yeah. It seems like there's some science behind it.
Exactly.
Cool.
Right? But what about, like, if you're dealing with something a little more serious?
Yeah.
Like pain.
Mm-hmm.
She has a recipe for what she calls painkiller in a jar.
Okay.
And it's made from wild lettuce.
Wild lettuce.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I know it sounds kind of weird, but apparently wild lettuce has this substance in it called lacticarium.
Okay.
And it acts like a natural sedative,
Oh, wow.
like a painkiller.
Really?
Yeah, so people have used it for a long time to, like, relieve pain.
That's fascinating.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be pretty effective.
Huh. So, like, could you just eat a salad and, like, get rid of your headache?
Well, no, not exactly.
Okay.
There's, like, a specific way you have to harvest and prepare the wild lettuce
Right.
to, like, extract the lacticarium and make it safe and all that.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, so it's not just about munching on some lettuce.
Right. Right.
But it's pretty cool that something you can, like, find growing wild
Yeah.
can actually help with pain.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
know?
It is pretty cool.
But one of the things I really liked about this book is that it goes beyond just, like, individual remedies.
Okay.
It also talks about, like, the whole idea of self-sufficiency and resilience.
Yeah.
Like, there were these bonus sections on, like, the lost skills of the Great Depression
Oh, wow.
and DIY projects for a world without electricity.
Interesting.
And it's all about, like, being able to take care of yourself
Yeah.
and, like, rely less on, like, modern conveniences and stuff.
Right.
Which I think is really important, especially these days.
Absolutely. Like, what if something happens and you can't just go to the store?
Exactly. Yeah.
You need to know how to do things for yourself,
Mm-hmm.
like people did back then.
Yeah. And, like, a lot of those skills have been lost,
Right.
Like, people don't know how to garden anymore. Or, like, preserve food or even do basic repairs around the house.
Yeah.
But this book kind of, like, brings all of that back.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
So it's like empowering in a way.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like taking back control of
Mhm.
your own health and well-being.
It makes you think, like, maybe we've lost touch with some really important knowledge
For sure.
by relying so much on modern medicine and technology.
Yeah, like, maybe there's a balance,
Right.
Like, modern medicine is amazing,
Of course.
but maybe we shouldn't forget about the power of nature.
Yeah, and the wisdom of, like, traditional healing practices
Yeah,
that have
yeah.
been around for centuries.
So maybe it's time we all, like, took a page from Dr. Apelian's book,
Literally.
Yeah, literally. And, like, start exploring some of these forgotten remedies and skills.
It can be a really enriching experience.
Yeah, and who knows, maybe we'll even discover some new things about ourselves.
Right. Like, maybe we'll find that we're more resilient and resourceful than we thought.
Exactly.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. And maybe like that rosemary elixir will unlock some like hidden knowledge in our brains.
You never know.
Right. It's
Oh.
worth a shot.
Yeah, and even if it doesn't do that, at least we'll have like a tasty drink.
True. Yeah.
So yeah, I think this is a book that everyone should check out.
I agree.
It's really fascinating.
It is, and it's inspiring.
Yeah, definitely inspiring.
Like it makes you want to go out and like experiment and learn new things.
Yeah, for sure.
I like that.
Yeah, me too.
Oh.
All right, well, I think that's about all the time we have for today.
Okay.
But yeah, definitely check out Forgotten Home Apothecary
Yeah.
if you're interested in learning more about natural remedies and self-sufficiency.
It's a good one.
Yeah, it is.
All right.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive,
My pleasure.
and we'll see you next time.
Sounds good.
Bye.